So anyone that knows me knows that the movie section of any store is poison because I go there and spend way more money than I should because I love movies, and especially the $5 movie bin. Total weakness. I walk in there not expecting to buy anything and walk out with like 10 movies. Um, and so as I was doing my grocery shopping, adulting, yay, um, I was going through the $5 movie bin and I stumbled across that awkward moment. And I remembered seeing trailers for it back when it came out and thinking it looked kind of funny, but then I just forgot about it. But I figured, $5, let's give it a whirl. Um, and if there's one word that I could come up with to describe the movie, it would just be charming. Um, I really enjoyed it. Now, for those that haven't seen it or don't know about it, the premise of the movie is the three main guys, Zac Efron, Michael B. Jordan, and Miles Teller, they were buddies in college, they're all really good friends. The story of the movie is that Michael B. Jordan, who is married, finds out that his wife is cheating on him. And so Zac Efron and Miles Teller both are kind of, I don't know if I'd go as far as say womanizers, but they're the sleep with lots of different kind of girls, not commit to anyone, your typical rom-com setup. And so they all vow, well, both of them vow to stay single with Michael B. Jordan so that he doesn't feel alone, because obviously getting divorced from your wife is a sucky thing. And so the acting in the movie was great. The chemistry between all three of those actors was phenomenal. I loved how they played off each other on screen, particularly Zac Efron and Miles Teller. Those two just worked in this movie. And honestly, it's romantic comedy, so it plays out exactly how you think it will. I won't give away any spoilers, but you know exactly how the movie's going to end once you hear the premise. But I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Everyone was just, you could tell they were just there and they were just having a good time. There's one scene in particular that takes place in a sex shop, and what follows after was so funny. I had to pause the movie because I was laughing so hard. It was great. But yeah, it's one of those movies that doesn't do anything new in terms of the romantic comedy territory, but it's really good for what it is. I really enjoyed it. I would watch it again. I would recommend it to those in a relationship and those that are single. I'm currently single and I enjoyed it. I imagine if you're in a relationship, there's a different dynamic, coming from the relationship side that you'll be able to get. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I don't think it's a movie that I would recommend you would have rushed out on day one to buy, but for $5 or $10, yeah, definitely a Redbox rental if it shows up at Redbox. So when it comes down to it, I'll probably have to give it a 7.5 out of 10. The chemistry between the actors was great. The acting was great. It's kind of cliche, and actually most of it's pretty much a cliche, but I think that's why we like movies, because we go into them, and you always want to have a sense of realism in your movies. You can't have a movie that just defies all laws of everything. Well, you can, but it won't do very well. But that's why we go to movies, is to escape reality. We know that that's probably not how it would realistically play out if it was real life, but it's kind of the sappy, happy ending. And that's why we go, because we know the real life sucks, and we want to escape and watch a sappy love movie that makes you feel good. And maybe that's how it would have turned out. I don't know. For the parents, it's rated R for a reason. There's quite a bit of language in it. Lots of innuendos and sexual jokes and whatever. I don't think there's any actual nudity. There's a point where two people are being intimate and you don't see anything, but I don't know. There's definitely revealing situations, but there's no actual nudity. You don't see any frontal, or I don't think you see any rear nudity either. But it's virtually a movie about having sex. So go into that with what you will. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. I know it's an older movie, but I just watched it for the first time and thought I'd do a review. So, guys, as always, if you have anything else you want me to review or any questions, don't hesitate to let me know. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thanks, guys.